shall bring Surtur, the one-eyed head of Havi, and become lords of Muspelheimr.
Shout of your success when the deed is done. Until Havi is dead, shut your gob. I'll wager that old goat still has some tricks to play on us.
Einar said volunteer would await me somewhere beyond these gates.
They will attack on sight here.
In bloody hindsight, aren't we?
Wedys ti rhywun am lofrudio'ch tad, twat?
I acted on what I heard at the time, and he was working with the Muspels, technically speaking. So in a way, I was right.
Yeah, a mewn ffordd, ti'n hollol fuckwit.
Oh, will you give it a rest? We got there before Havi killed him. No harm done.
Sorry, pwy cafodd ni yna?
Fine, you got us there before Havi killed him.
Pe bawn ni'n gwybod be wedys ti ar y pryd.
So learn to speak the common bloody tongue. You understand it well enough.
Ti wedi'ch am yn llofruddiaeth eich tad.
Look, would you just stop? I'm getting a headache from all of this. It's hard enough with my eyes still getting back to normal. Finally, you made it.
Careful. That sounded like you doubted me for a moment. What of your eyes? Are they mended?
Getting there. Recovering. Thank the gods.
You're welcome. Now then, show me what to do with this augmented sunstone.
Einar?
Alive, last I saw, but old and slow. We must begin without him.
He's gone. You should really leave.
Do you know what must be done?
My father is the expert in these ancient relics, but how hard can it be? Now, place the sunstone here.
Surely it cannot be so simple.
No, this mechanism... what was it? I think yes. We need more light to converge here, on this spot.
Leave it to me. Stay out of sight. See what the light reveals. Yet the sunstone hungers. More light is needed.
Best not to draw attention here.
It is working! Einar was right. The sunstone must be satisfied. Now the relic will be mine.
The vault of the ancients.
Bloody anhygoel.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
What is wrong? Why isn't it opening? Is there something wrong with the mechanism?
Yeah, about that. I'd feel a lot more confident if my father was...
Help! Get to work. I'll stretch my fighting arm.
Feed the flame!
It is done.
Took you long enough. By Ymir's armpits. What are you doing here, you one-eyed shitbag?
Seeking a relic. It's somehow grown more wrinkly and ill-tempered since I last saw it.
Fuck off. Looking for this, I'd wager.
The mighty relic!
Piece of junk. I took out all the good stuff already.
What? What? Then we shall take our leave. You look like you've been to Helheim and back.
Lord may be a mongrel bastard, but he knows how to torture a dwarf, that's for sure.
I should be cautious around here.
What do we have here? The High One, stealing again. How unbecoming. And with his little friends. My stepson takes his mongrel eyes off you for 1 second. And look at this mess. To think his father expects him to rule Muspelheim one day.
Oh no, 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 no. She's one of the bad ones.
She's nothing. But she has Thrik's blood on her hands, and must pay. Find another way out.
The way we got in! Quick!
Get to the shelter. I'll see to her.
Promises, promises. Why doesn't you really want your son back?
What do you want with Boulder?
If you're going to fight, fight!
swim! Run back to Suther!
The shelter. I must speak with Valdi.
What do you want?
He prayed too!
Ah, good to see you again.
Farewell.
But there is far too much work.
Can you spare
Made
any
it back
food?
then.
That we did.
And without anyone needing to be carried.
Credu mro fiwe cael fy caru rhywle hi.
What did she say?
She said you're welcome to carry her off.
Another time, perhaps.
Thank you, Javi, for wounding the Muspels here, and for liberating the three of us.
You know it was not my aim.
That does not change our gratitude.
Be well, you three.
I wish these crystals were edible. Are they?
Back again, I see. Anything else? Speak up!
Enough of this.
Working so hard that even my calluses have blisters.
Shh, shh, shh. They're back. You found a new design for me.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Anything else?
I might just try elsewhere.
I can imagine I am back in my favorite tavern in Uldar. Oh, sweet mead, dry ale, pickled acorns.
Did you end her?
She escaped.
Come. I've been cooped up long enough. Of all the faces I left behind in Asgard, yours is the last I expected to see.
You sound disappointed.
I'd have preferred you sent a buxom Valkyrie, wearing nothing more than a mischievous smile.
And carrying a barrel of the good stuff.
Now you're talking, but when I saw you in the palace, through Glod's portal, well, I knew you'd come for me. Thank you.
Anything for a friend.
My gentle jailer rescuing me from a far worse jail. It's almost poetic.
You dwarves never did understand poetry.
The sky is high, wood is good, and Harvey is still an arsehole. How is that for poetry, you miserable shit?
About as good as you smell. Now, I have a use for you.
Harvey has a use for me. Words to chill the blood. Still, you know we dwarves give nothing away for free.
Do you breathe fresh air, or the stench of Glod's torturers?
Keep your eye in its socket. What will you have me do?
Wait.
What?
Vermin! Thief! Face me!
Be warned! I will finish what you start! Sutar stole my son. Now I have killed his. A small step towards justice.
Wish you had let me get a few kicks in. Bastard almost ate me once.
Then it is over? The Muspels will be in disarray.
Not while Surtur is in power.
Tell me more of the relics, and what you did with them. What happened in the vault?
What do you think? Glod tortured me, commanded me to revive the relics, then extract their magic so that Surtur might use it in some way.
And you could not?
How fucking dare you? Of course I could, but not for a shit like him. Of course, Glod was too dim to see that I was dispelling the magic rather than storing it. And as soon as I knew you were coming, I gutted the relics, rendered them useless, so no mighty weapon for that prick Surtur.
It is unwise to underestimate such an enemy. But you were short-sighted, Ivaldi. I could have made good use of that magic.
Well, if it's items of power you seek. During my imprisonment, I heard rumors. Surtur is building something. Something small yet very, very potent. And highly valuable to him. So valuable that if it were to fall into your hands, you might do some real damage here, I think.
That is intriguing.
I will seek out wisdom on the subject, more ancient and advanced than even my own. But first I must equip myself with some decent tools. Starting with a hammer and maybe a chisel or two.
There is a dam in the north of Vangrin. Huge bloody thing. Almost completely frozen over.
I know of it.
South of the dam, there is a workshop. Perhaps it remains in good order. When your travels are complete, you will find me there.
I will come when I'm ready.